Technology is an essential part of producing a successful media product just as much as ideology and production capability are, especially now so more than ever. This is because with developing technology, the field of media only grows more powerful in terms of having assets at their disposal when it comes to achieving something or completing a certain task. Hardware and software such as cameras that keep getting better year by year, or programs like Photoshop or Premiere that not only help immensely in media production but also make it easy, are practically essential for any sort of media project. The production of eMajor, my magazine, also made use of such technology. In fact, it can be very easily argued that ventures such as magazines would not exist now without these technologies. The entirety of the photographs from my magazine were shot by a mirrorless camera, the latest advancement in the camera technology, surpassing even the DSLR cameras. And they were taken by my good friend and classmate Hashim Saqib. The use of such a recent technology allowed me to have top-notch photographs without any space for error nor any aspect of them lacking in any department. Even the problems that I did encounter were with the photographs were just because of the poorly adjusted settings. Aside from that, the entirety of the magazine, from the mock pages to the final product, was made on Adobe Photoshop. Though famed for being hard to work around and use just in general, I had some past experience in Photoshop which allowed me a head start in developing my magazine. Another good and arguably more user-friendly option was Canva, which it was suggested by our instructor that we start with it first in terms of our photo editing, and then slowly, gradually move on to Photoshop, as it was more forgiving with those who are new to photo editing. Though this did come with the disadvantages of missing many things that Photoshop had to offer, given that you, of course, knew how to find them and work around them. For my blog, I made use of Wix.com, a very user-friendly software that allows you to design a website easily and for free, especially me being a student, of course. This could be considered the Canva of web design, though I would have much preferred to use the Photoshop of web design, WordPress. I learned about it much too late and didn't have any prior experience, unlike with Photoshop. Other than that, there were countless other small apps and software that I made use of, not only in the production of the magazine, but just in general communication while taking the subject of media studies. Apps like WhatsApp allow quick communication back and forth with my peers as well as my instructor, and Google, the all-knowing, of course, was always there for my research, which can also can then be further be subdivided into individual sites that allow me to gain the knowledge that I poured into making eMajor a reality. Essentially, all of this just builds upon my previous claim that without these technologies, the simple production of even a page of my magazine would have taken me twice or thrice more than it did, with a lot more trouble than I faced.